Alrighty, welcome everyone, I'm Teeaboo and I'm here for Throwback Thursday, beginning as usual with Macross. Last time on Macross, Miss Minmay-chan just became the most popularist, most sexiest, most eligiblest, most known, most recognizable human being on the Macross, while Hikaru was off doing the fighting, alone, protecting them all. Alone, not able to watch her competition in victory, alone, defending them all, alone, no rewards for that, alone. And that's basically the dynamic that we've got. It's interesting. She's now Miss Macross. And that's bad in some ways. I mean, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I saw you go by the camera. I'm gonna kill you. It's trash day, but there's a fruit fly that's gotten in here. There are a couple throughout the house. Our first introductions to Lin Minmay were in, like, the polar opposite situation. We talked about it then. There's something of a romantic ideal to the idea of finding this perfect, beautiful, wonderful partner, and nobody else knows that they exist is really important. There's zero competition for their affections at all, because you're alone with them, and nobody else knows that they exist. Abusive, controlling people try to keep it that way sometimes, right? Keep your partner locked away, make sure they dress up a lot, cover themselves a lot, so that they're not an attractive, object of the desires of anyone else. Hikaru and Minmay have gone in the polar opposite of that unhealthy direction toward this direction, where she's super popular. And he just isn't there at all. It's rough for Hikaru, but it's great for Minmay. And we'll have to see how this turns into the plot, because this seems like it's going to turn into the plot. And there are some comments that indicate some things on that front. Without spoiling anything, I'm not worried about it. And so I want to go and address some of those and talk them through. So let's go ahead and do that. First, we have a comment from Hero20820, awesome title, awesome name by the way, who writes, Shoji Kawamori, the creator and mechanical designer of Macross, saw the Daikon opening animation and invited young Ano Hideaki to work on Macross. It was his first professional animation job. Both were 21 years old at the time. There, Ano met Itano Ichiro and learned a lot from him. Itano was 22 years old at the time. And I responded, wait, is this the thing that's chronicled at the end of Blue Blazes? And the answer is, Aoi Hono's last episode is Daikon 3, so what I said happens just after for Ano's life, which is why it wasn't entirely familiar to me. But, fascinatingly, what we're experiencing... This is so cool. This is so cool. Like, a year ago, I watched Blue Blazes, which is a live-action television program, Japanese, that chronicles, like, mostly the college careers of... the college career of the author himself, the guy who wrote Blue Blazes, as a manga, and also wrote, it's the Big Punch one. It's a very funny short, anime. Very good. Big Trains Punch, I forget what it's called. It's fundamental to, like, foundational Kill la Kill stuff. Anyway. He wrote that manga. It got adapted into Blue Blazes, the live-action version. And historically, what happened was he went to school with all these really amazing animators and stuff. And he kind of sucks. Is the main character, he kind of sucks. He's kind of a mediocre mangaka. But he's there with, like, Hideaki Anno, and makes Hideaki Anno his rival, almost Sasuke style. And it doesn't go well it doesn't go great for him, because Anno's a genuine new type genius. It's like going up to Max Genius and being like, hey bro, you're my rival. Bad choice. Bad choice. He just wins. He's the main character. What are you doing? So everything that happens in Blue Blazes is leading up to the Daikon animation, and that being put together in some of the basic relationships in some of these amazing creators' lives coming together in college and in art school. And now this clicks in one more piece of the story. This is what happened immediately after that. The animation sequence that they watched, that they created in Blue Blazes, is the one that Shoji Kawamori saw and chose to invite Ano Hideaki into his project for, which produced the episode that we just watched, where there's all that stuff going on, and all those scenes of pretty crazy cool fighting, and all the really intricate movement inside and outside the mecha. I had the chance to go back through the episode this morning as I was going and grabbing the thumbnail images. I always go through it a little bit. And again, I was just struck by some of the sequences, and I'm convinced that they were at least that Anno had a hand in them. And in having a hand in them, created some of the baseline, the same sort of foundational stuff that is core to mecha animation that Anno doesn't even get credit for. But I think he created it, because it wasn't there in the previous episodes, and then it's there in episode 9. Suddenly. All of the sequences of, like, the thing that I talked about with, like, push the lever, thing happens. The way that it's done is more snappy and more compelling. There's this whole sequence where Hikaru is turning, and he's using the joystick, and he brings the gun in, like, POV into line, and then begins to fire on some missiles that are coming in, and the whole POV HUD setup thing is novel. I've never seen it before, I don't think. Not quite like that. Not quite to that degree. And it all reads to me as the obsessive, almost spectrum-y, on a weird wavelength, Hideaki Anno being capable of expressing things out of his mind in a way that nobody else has ever, as far as I know, been able to. Like, there are sequences in Honiamis, in the Wings of Honiamis and Anno Project, that feel like that too, where there's this set of expressions of, like, what it's like to pilot a plane, or what it's like to crash in a plane. And it's just like Anno running simulations in his brain, and then being able to put them on paper. And there are pieces of last episode of Macross that are that. So it just makes me wonder, looking backward, how much of what we think of as the norm are we witnessing in its first ever incarnations here in Macross? And I think the answer is a lot of it, like a lot of it, like a lot of it. A lot of the stuff that forms the absolute bedrock of what makes Evangelion work, what makes you feel like you understand the characters, what makes you actually feel emotional punch when things happen, what makes you get it when the mecha is freaking out and Shinji's freaking out inside it, or when Asuka goes full balls out violence. Like, that stuff is expressed to you and conveyed not just through the medium of animation, but through the networking channels and the language that Hideaki Anno and Shoji Kawamori and Itano created here in Super Dimension Fortress Macross, in Gundam, in these other shows that we're watching, and we get to see it. We get to be time fucking travelers and go back in time and be like, wow, that's what that was. And 20 years later, it turned into this, and 20 years after that, it turned into this, and we get to experience all of it. Like, I could sit here, I could watch an episode of Macross, and then I could watch an episode of Gundam, and then I could watch an episode of Gunbuster, and then Evangelion, and then Kill la Kill, or Gurren Lagann, and then Kill la Kill, and then Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and I've just run through a direct lineage. Just a direct lineage. Artistically, idealistically, in every way, it's all one generational lineage. So cool. So cool. Moving along. Ham J1 says, I was thinking last week as well that we weirdly have 3/5 of a 5-man band. I don't think Minmay can really be counted, as she is off on her own side story that only kind of interacts with the mecha team. At least for now, I don't know. I still think she could be the heart because of the way that she pulls all the characters together emotionally, even if she's outside of combat and stuff. It still functions that way for me. And we are absolutely missing a Lancer. Ooh, unless Lisa Misa is the Lancer. She does have the necessary frenemy relationship with Rick Hikaru, kind of. I don't know. Also, an interesting contrast to Gundam is that while Rick is an ace pilot by general standards, he's no new type. Max is. Yeah, Max crazy. Max headroom. Crazy. User LN1NB1YS7N. That must be a thing that I am supposed to read, but I can't. 3 enemy names. Warera Nantes, Rori dosel konda bromko. Warera roli konda. Japanese, warera rori konda. We are lolicon. I mean, so then I have to jump from there directly to the Johann Bauer comment. So, about aliens observing human culture, we get the full Galaxy Quest scenario here, as the Zentrati have to decipher the strategic and tactical nuances of a beauty pageant. And Hikaru tries to survive the hazards of being the Ready Alert Intercept pilot by borrowing the fuck around and find out configuration Valkyrie, as Fate, Karma, the Zentrati Recon Squad, and Misa conspire to deny him the simple enjoyment of such a titillating distraction. If the Zentrati can't handle this inaugural broadcast by MBS, imagine what MTV Headbangers Ball or Cinema XXX After Dark would have done to them. Yeah, I can't wait for the late night broadcasts to start up. Oh shit. Let alone the late night anime. Oh god. Yeah. The Galaxy Quest Thermians vibe is right on. It's right on. Just I can't help but see that trio, including Dwight.
I am Lank.
I can't help it now. They just include Dwight. Those, what an absolute masterclass. What amazing characters. Sorry, the Thermians in Galaxy Quest. What fantastic characters. The Zentrati are very fun. The trio that's like, yes, this military operation, but what weird armor they wear. Oh no, they're women. Amazing. Ridiculous. Yeah, love it. And Ragashingo 2105. Oh boy, this episode. I both love and hate this episode. On the one hand, the military aspects are just stupid. The Macross is a warship under military command, yet so many dumb things happen. All the combat pilots take the day off to watch the contest. Even the squadron assigns alert status that's meant to launch as soon as an enemy is detected. And Hikaru, whose job it was to defend the 50,000 plus people on board, just wanders off on a bicycle? And once he gets out into space, he just watches the contest instead of paying attention to the enemy that's killed how many of his fellow pilots? Tens? Hundreds? I've rewatched this show many times over the years, but I can distinctly remember rage quitting it at least once because of the stunningly grating lack of military professionalism that the writers led into this episode. On the other hand, this is the episode that is the spark that kicks off the next leg of the plot. Not just that, the Miss Macross contest is, in a way, key to the franchise as a whole. All sorts of new developments, both mundane and profound, come as a result of this episode. It is an important episode, despite the comically lax military standards. Similarly, the animation here, outrunning and shooting down missiles, the mass launch at the enemy, the shedding of an armored loadout for more maneuverability, all of these become part of the greater design language of later Macross battles in this show and in the rest of the franchise. Some are specifically homaged. Others are just the way that combat works in the Macross universe. Of course, they're done better or in higher fidelity in later Macross shows, but it's neat to see how many cool Macross combat concepts come from the fantastic work of the animators back in 1982. Ano Hideaki. I'm serious. Ichiro Itano and Ano Hideaki made that shit. They made that shit. And you say these all become part of the greater design language of later Macross battles, but it's not just that, right? Because Macross is part of the greater language of mecha as a whole. And so what's actually being generated is the language as a whole of all of anime. Because mecha is where it all kicked into gear, baby. This is where we kicked off. Mahou Shoujo and mecha, the two sides of the coins, right? Yeah. Slice of lifey stuff was always integrated, mostly. It's here, baby. It's here. This is the thrust of the thing. This is the oomph. This is the thing. Because every animator after this looked at it like it was a textbook. Looked at it like, well, this is the set of things that is possible, and I'd have to jump outside of it and make my own things to experiment, but this stuff works. I can rely on this, so definitely I'm going to use that in every situation that I can. Every time I've got a pilot piloting a thing toward another thing, I'm going to use the same set of sequences because they work. Every time I need to an armored loadout, I'm going to use those same set of sequences and reference the same sort of things. Because it works. And not the designs, not the specific angles, not those sorts of things. The flow, the timing, the patterns, the when do you show the character's face? When do you show their hand reaching for the stick? When do you show the button being pushed? When do you show the gun lining up? When do you show the muzzle flashes? When do you show the explosions in reaction? When do you show the character's face in reaction? How you organize, arrange, and order those things is the difference maker. It's what makes a thing feel like a chaotic clusterfuck or a contiguous, coherent sequence of events that are all causally linked, right? You see the missiles, the character reacts, they're tense. They look down, they reach for the trigger, they pull on the joystick and move it around. The gun lines up. We look at it, their eyes narrow. The button pushes down. Explosion! Their face bathed in light and their expression as they've concluded doing what they were doing. You do that sequence right, and that's a thing that's happened, and it's got emotional weight, and it's got power, and you're scared for the life of your character, and then joyous about their success, or whatever, or saddened by the fact that they had to murder a bunch of people, or whatever. But how you do that sequence really matters, and we just saw it get invented. Basically. Of course, none of it's actually invented. We're talking about art. Everything's been written before, everything's been done before, sort of. But we're talking about a novel medium. This animation thing is old, but it's not that old, really. And then film before it is old, but it's not that old, really. There's a wealth of Japanese cinema and Hollywood cinema that's established a bunch of these things. But there are things that can't be established, like flying mechas in space. Hadn't been done before. Kind of hard to do unless you're animating it, you know? Like, it's a lot of models. So, it really is, even though it's building off of a much grander artistic lineage before, all the way back to stick figures on cave walls, it's also generating novelty and new ideas all the way through. I fucking love it. It's so cool. So, thanks Ragashingo for pointing out some of the cool things that you saw in this episode, despite your fury, righteous fury at the the stupid military shit. And with that, I think we'll leave off on the comments and turn our attention to the next episode of Super Dimension Fortress Macross, episode 10, which I have no predictions about. I really don't know. I don't have a freaking clue what we're going to deal with here. The Zentrati are going to get some information about the Macross. The pageant has happened, and things are going to shake out of that in some strange directions. Hikaru's still a pilot. Any part of that can be fodder for storytelling, and I'm here for any part of it. If it wants to throw me into another, Misa episode as well, I'm in. Let's go. Whatever it wants to do, I'm happy. So let's watch Macross and be happy? Yeah, sounds reasonable. I've got episode... I'm not sure what I'm doing. Here. I wasn't sure what episode it was that I froze. I've got episode 10 of Super Dimension Fortress Macross up and ready to go. 0 seconds, 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube. Patreon link down there for your early access desires. And beep timer, let's go. Yeah. Just totally shattered. Yeah, for all the weirdest reasons. Right, they did escape. You know, what weird shit are they gonna say? The weird condo. Oh, an emotional weapon. Alright, this is worthless. Yeah, we could have seen you get freaked out by it too. Like people? Dude, it's gonna be the freaking actress. Oh, Makoso. Oh, poor Brutai just has to deal with all these dorks. They are gonna capture somebody, and it better be the freaking actress. Oh, Moshiro Soda. Oh, is that the first time we've gotten his name? Exidol? I don't recognize it, at least. Sorry, I have to text this. I apologize. I normally don't do this. Wait, we've got comms? Is this the... Okay. Sick! So what's gonna go wrong? Because Brutai seemed really... Or it's just that they're... Oh. Wow. Yeah, they don't understand at all. No, it's okay, Claudia. Yeah. They see you as a useful piece. That is weird. Or they wanted you to hear that? Or it's fake? I don't think it's fake. Okay. Back to war, I guess. Fuck information gathering. Hey, he's surviving! Oh, that looked great. Squad! Okay, I can put that to the side. I apologize. It was time dependent. Oh my god. Dude, go land. I've got a damaged plane. You shut the fuck up. He's just happily listening to them banter. Just caring for his people. This is spicy. Yeah, man, you gotta stand up for yourself. You did definitely push the boundary a little bit too far, but you gotta stand up for your team when it's life or death, man. Oh god. Oh my god. Dude. What a pose. Whoa, that's a different pose. Did they miss? He just wants him to shoot the actual Macross? Yeah, it's totally possible. Sir, it might actually destroy them. Alright, Krumpshera. Okay, buddy. Kamujin, you're directly disobeying orders. Kamujin, Krumpshera, please. Whoa. What fucking advertisement were they in? Oh, shit. Squatties. I accept. I volunteer as tribute. Whoa, I volunteer. Yada. Cockblock robot, please stop. Cockblock robot, please stop. There were 3 of them. No. Nobody has phones? Of course nobody has phones. Oh, she can't make it. Oh, God! Wow, it is really immediately in the way, huh? Are you guys just leaving? You guys are just gonna piece the fuck out? Oh, to give them privacy? Who? Uh... uh... Oh! Oh, sad Keanu. Awful. Oh, he smiled. Brutai actually looks okay smiling. Alright, so we're gonna miss, quote unquote. I mean, that was cool. It's the work of an enemy stand! How much damage are we about to sustain? That's too much for the pinpoint barriers. It's too widespread, right? Warning shot. Rumble, rumble. Rumble, rumble. Okay, mostly missed. This is fun. This does feel very Hollywoody with the big orchestral piece in the background and big set piece stuff going on. Do not get crushed by that piano, Minmay, please. So that was all the missing. And, no. That's a big gun. Pinpoint barriers, please! Oh, well, show is over. Okay, so significant damage, but not nearly as much as it would have been. But that's the first significant damage we've really sustained since, like, transforming, I think? They gotta take Crowshera off. Ah. More damage everywhere, huh? This is a pretty crippling blow, isn't it? Okay. How bad is this gonna be? And are they gonna continue attacking? Or are they gonna withdraw? Because Brutai might withdraw because he doesn't want this to continue this direction. Which would be very convenient narratively because it would give us time to repair and stuff. But, damn. So we're stuck? Damaged? Pwah. Pwah. Ah. Yeah, it should be in your it'd be advantageous regardless. Yeah, I guess. Tense, tense. Okay, 5 hours of asteroids. They are launching drones. Ah, shit. I like this version of this song as a build-up thing. I don't know what the theme is meant to be. It might be the Zentrati theme or something like it. And all their circuitry is so overexpensive because it's all overbuilt. It's all bigger. They have to use so much more stuff. But we're hidden here. There are all the asteroid fragments around it. Okay, that's true. So it's not what I was saying. That makes sense. Oh, shit. Damn. The conversation that we had earlier about being exposed to vacuum. Nice. Nice. Yeah, face to face with a body there. You can't just ignore it. It's not just people on a screen, dude. Yeah. Reasonably so. More aliens? Different aliens? Or is it the squad, the reinforcements? Direct communication. Language, too. Yeah. Yeah. That's the part that's interesting. They let that one message through. I don't know. I think sending them a fuck you is pretty fun. Fuck off, bitch. Is she gonna offer to do it herself? Lancer. Lancer! Wow! Wow! Yeah, but she wasn't assigned, she volunteered. It's not fate at all, she fucking volunteered, baby! Wow! What the we're the captured! We're the target! I just realized we just got baited. We're the fish! Oh no, I'm the fish! That was nuts. What the fuck? Cover us, Max. Cover us, Max. I believe in you so much. Who's flying with her? I'm actually really not sure who's... Okay, they're all in their own planes. Max, Kakizaki. Does Max have all those missiles, or is that Kakizaki? I'm not sure. Who's flying side with her? Because I'd expect the two of them to get captured. Or maybe not at all. I don't know. What? What was that? The bait, the bait, the bait! Right into the eye of the storm, baby. That's not a moon! That's no moon! Oh my god! We're gonna do like a weird retrieval mission? Maybe we'll be able to prevent it and rescue them. Go, buddy. Oh, they're stealing her. They're taking her, man. Maybe it didn't matter who was with her because he's dead now. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It didn't matter. He's a fucking corpse now, and she's traumatized. Holy shit, they're landing. Is Brutai gonna fall in love with Hayase? What the fuck? Oh, we're going. We're gonna save you, girl. Leave me. No. Round two. You think I'm gonna leave you here? Ha ha! Oh, a trench run. Wow, the scale of the ship suddenly is awesome. We're in here, man. Oh my god, don't you shoot missiles? What the fuck? She's in here too. Hey, lady. Bam, 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 bam. Squad! Shut up. Wow. My prize! My waifu! Brutai almost got a waifu. Oh my god, he's going solo to kick you. What the fuck? Oh, he's huge. Hey, get him. Blow our way out. Just do it. Listen to the new type. Aw, sick. Let's get out of here. Whoa! And Brutai? Hey man, I'll take you out there. How do you do with vacuum, man? Oh, I get the girl. Okay. Gently. Ting. How do you do with vacuum, man? Bounce! What? Do you want to be put down? Don't you want to get out of here? Okay, whatever. He's fine. Ah, those are really convenient spike things. Like a mite. Are they good with vacuum? Didn't we already blow a hole in the bulkhead? Dude, he's gonna Rambo down that. Oh my god. Brutai. Okay, gravity? Is that the end of the ep? No, this is... Wait, actually. I'm currently 1 ahead on Gundam. God damn it. I was just gonna watch Macross. And I have to watch 2. I just got cliffhanged in Macross. The one show that I trusted to never cliffhang me. Just cliffhang me. With Brutai jumping from space into his own ship with a pipe in order to brain one of the Valkyries. What is this episode? What is this? What is this? What a clusterfuck. I love it. I love it. We're gonna watch the next one. We have to. Okay. A recap of what has come. Have to explain the thing. Don't get it at all. Set up our mission. We get this communication from headquarters, and it's just like using you as though you're soldiers, not treating you like you're a civilian population that needs to get home or are important in and of yourself. You're instead a means to an end. And they all get to sit there feeling like that's pretty rough. We get a couple of nice, fun, fighty scenes, but they really start to get impressive in the very last minutes of the episode. But this is all for an emotional setup. Hikaru cares about his squad. He's looking out for Kakizaki, and he's standing up to the authorities in order to make sure that they're safe. Putting his own and his squad's needs first, which is what he should be doing as a leader. And then it's what Global and the rest of them are doing in exchange or in relation to the headquarters, right? And it all comes together for Misa Lisa when she sees that body outside and puts it all together and feels, because of what he says, like she's not pulling her weight. We get this internal conflict for her as he says something pretty reasonable, but as Fokker says, it's a little bit too far, right? Now you're making her feel bad, like you're being insulting. It's a little bit too far, and it is, but it's also justified. So it's like a nuanced interplay between these characters in a pretty cool way. Fucking Kravshara. God damn. Fucking other people having nice lives while I'm out here not having a nice life and getting stood up by my girlfriend because she's too busy being popular. Yeah. Grr. Man, rough. I volunteer as tribute. But of course, that's the whole point, is he's pining for the girl, and they all realize it too. Damn. I think that this thing exploding is really awesome. That's just it. And suddenly we're in the midst of a hellscape. Rocks coming in, laser blasts everywhere, and one big beam that sets us really off. So we're surrounded by debris, damaged, and we don't have radar. or at least long distance radar, so we can't see what's coming at us and we can't determine where the enemy is. Man, what a setup. And so in the midst of that, we have the need or opportunity to send out a single recon craft, and Misa, of course, volunteers immediately to do it in order to pull her own weight. All because she sees this. A body just like one of theirs. This is really potent to me. This is very compelling, I think. They're out there risking their lives every time. You're safe and sound here. Now, in reality, it's pretty risky to be where she is, too, but safe and sound in comparison. Safe and warm, not in vacuum. Yeah, indignant. A little bit indignant. That they've just decoded their language completely is pretty amazing. How do we respond? Fight back. That's how. That's how. This shot, I think it's right here. 1752, 18 across. It's moments later. This shot. What the fuck? This is reminiscent to me of Ginga Eiu Densetsu stuff, but it's even cooler because there's this sense that the whole thing is curving across our field of view. Like it curves across and is moving through space in a real way. That, where it speeds up, that's gotta be on ones once we get blue. It's not on ones. But it's amazing! But it's amazing. I mean, it's really, really stunning. What the fuck? And then immediately at 1915, just after it, there's this crazy missile extravaganza. Yeah, that. That's like the fastest Titano circus that I've ever seen. What? What? The whole thing's moving through space all at once. Oh, it even wraps around. I didn't even notice. It doesn't even start there. It starts here. Here. Just a storm. Whoa. Absolutely whoa. Okay, crash bang. Trench run's really cool. Sense of scale of the ship is amazing as we come up across this landscape in particular. This sense of scale is awesome. And then when Brutai is walking around on it, it's awesome. The intricacies of like cracking the glass, the gentle way that he picks up Hayase with the pressure of like picking up a tiny mouse or something where you could really just like if you've ever picked up a like week-old kitten, there's a distinct impression when you pick up a really tiny creature that you can just because you actually could, right? Like tiny kitten with the strength of my thumb and forefinger, I could, right? Same thing here with Hayase, and so he's like really careful with the mecha, making sure that he doesn't crush this human being. And we feel all of that because it's all there in the intricacies of the design and the flow and the movement. Oh, it's so cool. Loom, and Brutai freaking flying Inazuma kicks a mecha in the back of the head and stands up tall in order to 1v3 3 armed mechs because he's a beast. Gotta say, terrifying, but big respect for Brutai. And then we shoot a hole out of the bulkhead, which is our escape route. It should be, I think. I don't know why we don't just escape out of there, but fine. Zoom back down in and leave Brutai to Rambo climb in space across his entire ship in order to get to a hatch, get inside, and attack us once more. At which point, we hard cliffhang on Brutai bashing the skull in of Kakizaki? I think Kakizaki Brown. And at that point, we have to watch the next episode. So that's what we're going to do. See you in a second for episode 11 of Super Dimension Fortress Macross. Alright, welcome back. We're good to go for the next one. Brutai is leaping down and bonking a person. We are all stuck on board his ship, which is pretty damaged now. How are we going to get out of this one? Are we going to get out of this one, or is this story going to go in a direction that I really didn't expect? I don't know. Let's find out. I've got Macross episode 11 up and ready to go, and I'm going to watch it. So, watching it now. Okay, what is... frustrating. Oh, and the Macross is also pretty damaged up. So we need a way to separate the battle and do some repairs. And we won't be getting any help from Earth anytime soon. Damn, man. Ooh, a dialogue-free recap. Oh, never mind. Uh-huh. Right where we are. First contact. Yeah? Yeah! Oh, shit! 4 of them. Okay, that was super... Ugh, nope. No. Oh my god. No. No. Max Genius, please. Oh my god, he's just hitting people with a missile. He's like, guys! I'm carrying explosives! Where did the missile go? Oh, shit! A plasma blast to the face. Oh my god! This is a chaos fest! Oh, that's awesome! So much better than Mobile Suit Martial Arts. This is nutty. Oh my god! Goink. Bonk? Oh my god, he's just gonna basketball yoinks him! We're full captured. We're full stuck. Oh! Oh! Okay, so Max Genius is gone and safe. Kakizaki is demolished. What? Sasuga, sir. What? What do you mean you're not built? What a turn! One of them is different. Weird. So they make my clones? Like they clone them? This is horrible? What part of it is horrible? Explain everything, please. What are my clones? We could learn everything. We could learn everything! You just had to do... Really? Yeah, he's fucking dead. He got clonked on the asteroid. Man, you're taking an added... Whoa! I believe you can. Oh my god! Oh! Which explains why you don't do that. Ah, we're watching a slow rolling disaster here. Why? Why? What are my clones? You have your own? And ask for help? Bulldozer. Bulldozer? A cautious individual named Bulldozer? An unarmed man? Have you seen how tall he is? He clunged in at the skull of one of these ships. What the fuck? Can we get a Max Genius save? Finally. Hey, the genius. Please, Max. You're our only hope. No! They live in pickles! Their ships might be grown for all I know. Damn, Kakizaki is big. Oh, it's so tiny. He's so down on her. Oh shit. That's great and intense. Max has to save them before we fold. Just kidding, we're gonna fold. Max is on board and we're folding out. We could go anywhere. Whoa. Damn. She sure fucking can. We would hope all these things, but... We transitioned to Fokker, of all people. Oh, and she stood him up. Yo, I think your boyfriend is dead. Cool. Cute outfit. He is dead. Now it's finally gonna hit. He's not always gonna be there, y'all. Ooh, that's potent. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. She knows. She's not stupid. Oh, I'll just leave me with these two. Just let her go. It's okay. By the way, Lieutenant Fokker, nice to meet you. Just had one of my subordinates die, maybe. I could really use some comfort. Oh, we're back to this spot? What are you actually gonna think, Minmay? Oh, man. It was such a sure thing until it's not, isn't it? So easy to dismiss what's always there. So easy to take for granted when he's throwing himself at you. Not when he gets stolen by giants. That's the question, man. That's the question, man. We might get to see some shit. Wait, it works via relative. What? Oof. Oh, all of it. All of it, baby. Woof. And I didn't even get to say or do anything. Damn, shoulda jumped while the jumping was jumpable. Oh no! She's full debuting without his existence. Oh, what a... Is this all a dream? When did that scene happen? I promise. Fuck, and we're just folding through space and time. Now that's some star-crossed lovers shit. That's saucy, man. The main fleet. What are we really up against? Whoa. Yeah. Some proof for the UN. Oh, it's a superstation. Oh, our universe just expanded a lot. Oh, this track with all the oomph behind it is amazing. It's the same track that we had with the light buildup, but it's just so potent here. Rad. This is why some of the animation in the start of the episode felt a little jank. It's because we had so much stuff to evaluate. Max Genius, please take down their entire fleet in one sneaky fucking reactor overload mission, my guy. Is that a bed pod? Hi. Yeah, this is in use. Oh, it's a toilet. This is our report. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. We should leave them alone. There's already one there. I sure can, whatever the fuck that is. I've heard it before. Oh my god. Is that our observation room? Hi, what's up? Just gonna get away with this. Nope, they're speaking Japanese. Okay, never mind. Whoa. Who? Flew planes for fun? Oh, those don't exist. Those don't exist. A coward. They're fundamentally war-driven. Yeah, it's evolutionary philosophy. I see. We don't actually see eye to eye at all. So weird. A woman to speak. Indignant. Max! Oh my god! This dude! Hey bro, what's up? Huh? Huh? There are giants looking at me in a fishbowl. Okay, why haven't you? Oh my god, they're just gonna Death Star it? Here we go! For fun! Because we can. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that was fast. What are you actually afraid of? Come on, Hayase. There's something fundamentally, like, they are not able to have men and women live together. Community. Sexual reproduction? I don't fucking know. You can't. Bluff it, baby! Let's go! Oh, okay. Oh, what? What's born? What? Dude, they're like... Are they grown? Vats? They don't have... They're the first culture. Their original life. They're sterile. They're sterile. No, 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 no. It has to be with a girl. Okay, God. Wow, we are setting up the ship real hard, aren't we? Ridiculous. Who are you gonna choose? Kakizaki, can we get a face for Kakizaki? Like, why not me? No? Kakizaki's like, I volunteer as tribute. Yeah, you would. Aww. Brutal. Wow. And it's not Minmay. That's the switch. Yeah. Oh, it makes my Kokoro go Doki Doki. What the fuck? What? Actually. You're sacred or evil? Is that them? Ha! Let's go, Max. Karate! Oh. Hi, I'm here to take over your watch, I guess? Just a box, huh? Okay. Whoa. No, it makes sense, though. Life that grows on its own, man. Something like that. Expanding populations or something. And then they can become myclones for some reason. They do that for some reason. No, and they become myclones. They physically can make themselves smaller. Ah. They, like, touched their faces together. Ah. Hardwired. So protoculture is something that they are once were. Still, there are elements that are unclear. Yes, please, exposition, thank you. Long ago. It's not a story that the Jedi would have told you. Once we were like this, and we had culture. And they're like galaxy roaming fleets. Rapidly becomes unable to fight? Probably because they get overtaken by the emotions. So what actually are they doing with all of their women? And then Minmay's singing is going to be their next thing that they see and hear? And that's going to be, like, emotional oomph? Is that what the weapon that destroys the enemy aliens is love and singing? Oh my god, her song actually is called My Boyfriend is a Pirate! That's not a joke, Minmay, it's not funny! It's not funny! Will we get to watch it via them watching it? Shit. This is our first performance, really. Wow. This is lovely. Every pilot on the ship falling in love with her. Hi. Yeah. Oh, she keeps looking at him. Woo! And he looks up at the plane and out into the space. And she debuts. Mind-blowing. Wow. I think I said something at the beginning of the first episode, like, maybe everything will go totally crazy and we won't know what's going on. It'll be something I've never seen before and totally unexpected. Yeah. Did not expect. Yeah, wow. We're just, like, right deep into it, to the core fundamental differences between our species and, like, all of our legend lore stuff. The story just happened. There wasn't a story. Okay, there was a story, but it was a different story. The story that we had before was the Macross got teleported out into space, and the unknown, unknowable, weird, goofy aliens keep attacking them, and that continues. And then we'll focus on the romantic aspects, because that's what makes sense. Not Not a win the hearts and minds of the aliens fucking sequence. Not a genuine meeting of deeply, deeply different societies scene. This is interesting. And not just like, oh, cool sci-fi, fun ships and they explode, the characters are enjoyable, yippee-ki-yay, interesting. Like, oh, this actually raises interesting questions. This is an interesting setup and a cool premise. These aliens are related to us somehow. We're like a bastion of something similar to what they used to be a long time ago. They're hyper-advanced, extremely evolved, but down a broken, shattered, non-evolutionary direction that flies in the face of all forms of life that we're aware of. Potentially a technologically advanced, asocial, asexual, like hyper, almost mechanical series of things. We have mechas. They are the size of mechas. They've cast away so much of their past in order to become what they are. And they've generated this ideological set of deeply intertwined beliefs that have destroyed what culture they had and replaced it with this military circumstance that's really odd. And that is all what would happen to the people on the Macross, give them 100 years with no Minmay, right? That's where it gets interesting, is that they are like an alternate version reality of us, as opposed to the other way around. They're like looking at the future of a violence-ridden, love-forgetting humanity. And so when in the film title we ask the question, do you remember love? I have to think, that's not about Hikaru and Minmay, as I expected that it would be, of course. It's about a social memory, a cultural forgetting, a loss of something and its rediscovery, perhaps, and quite possibly the defeat of a great armada through introducing them to romance and sex again. It's an ideologically driven set of answers. What's the answer to militarization? Pre-war Imperial Japan, mid-war Imperial Japan is what they are. Oh my god! And then reaction weaponry, the forbidden reaction weaponry is nukes. Oh my god! And then post that war, you get all these damaged male only people who don't know how to integrate into anything like a society, and they have to be reminded what the fuck that's like. And the way that they do that is through cutesy idols, which is actually the exact thing that will go on to happen through the 80s, 90s, thousands, and present in Japan. Oh my god, Kawamori. What have you done? What have you written? What is this? What is this? What is this? Because this is not the story that I signed up for, and I'm excited by that fact. This is not what I signed up for. This is way cooler. There is some serious jank in the opening moments of this episode. It's like so, it feels like biting off more than we can chew. And trying to be, you know what it actually reminds me of? It reminds me of when you get like an older actor and they're doing an action movie, and so you do like a bunch of cuts to hide the fact that they can't actually jump over a fence or whatever. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it feels like. It's not what's going on here. It's just that we don't have the animation fidelity to bring it all to life properly, I think. And so we get this sort of jumpy chaos fucked thing. It doesn't sell for me. It doesn't sell for me. There are some parts of it that are actually kind of incoherent and hard to tell what's going on. And I wasn't sure why that would be, until we hop to a little bit later when we start showing all of the things. Like giant fleets of ships and stations and all these new things. And all these new scenes and the stage and all that stuff that takes a ton of time and animation and drawing and stuff. And then it makes sense. That makes sense. There's only so much you can do in an episode. Oh my god, chaos and clusterfuck indeed. Max is out and now infiltrated, which is amazing to see him just not Ramboing it, I guess. That was what he was doing before. Sneaking it, James Bonding it, super spying it. Super cool. And all of their curiosity toward the Myclones is fascinating. Fascinating and really cool. The back and forth between, I thought this was going to be the priority of the episode, was to talk this through. Hayase goes and looks out and goes, damn, this is a tough situation. And he instantly starts hard blaming her. Just hard blaming her. Yeah, your fault. You just had to be the one to go on recon, huh? Just had to. Just had to follow her. God, Hayase. This is what it is. You know what it is? Women shouldn't be pilots. That's what it is. Whoa! Okay. And what happened to the pilot you were with? He's dead, and it's your fault. Right. Go back to the kitchen where you belong. Literally what he says. Women shouldn't be soldiers. They're great when they just cook or sing. And her response to that is, I could do those things too. Which is the worst response to that. It's like, no, you don't get it. I accept your paradigm. Those are the things that women should do, but also this. No! You should, fuck you. I don't wanna. God damn. I can do those things too. Oh, well, wonders never cease. What incredible banter. All of it is to influence this conversation as they go, yes, this must be the disaster that occurs whenever men and women are together. What fascinatingness. There's something innate about them that causes chaos when women and men get together. And I imagine it's because they don't have the thing that seals the deal. The love and intimacy and connection thing, right? So their species is just, as far as I can assume, made up of two totally, biologically separate sets of entities that might as well be separate species that just in their furthest, deepest history as, a sacred but also awful thing, have this idea of sex or culture or togetherness, but in reality can't communicate or see eye to eye at all, like full men from Mars, women from Venus circumstance. So there are probably, as I theorized before, full women-only fleets or whatever, doing their own shit. Or maybe they're so diametrically opposed and different that the women are, completely pacifist, anti-war, whatever, live on planets and never fly around in ships or something. What? All of them seem to be able to recognize what females are, though, so I assume they see females sometimes? I don't know. They're not allowed on board. When they are in one place, disaster will inevitably follow. So maybe we should go. And for the first time, we see Brutai really think about the bigger picture. And so he does. He goes elsewhere. Takes them to his superiors. Folds them out, taking us far, far away and allowing time to slip between where we are and where they are, which is fascinating. And all of that means that we miss, it's like youth lost. It's like childhood gone, or you miss out on your own kid's birthday party or something. It's that same aesthetic. It's like Interstellar. It's actually the same aesthetic, like missing your kids growing up. There's something in that Hikaru can never get back that has been stolen from him directly by them, by the aliens. And then there's something else, and it's his first kiss, really. It goes to Hayase, which sets up all sorts of complications in the ship. Hot. But it really is, it's like, that's Minmay. And that's why in his heart he says sorry, Minmay, when he does it. And she, on this other side, this is so potent for both of them, right? She's got her path and her dedicated goal and stuff. And Hikaru was barely, really, not really, and even an afterthought in a lot of ways. And then suddenly he's not there and the stakes are apparent. And she's not aware that, she drove him to become a soldier, which she did. Or that he did it for her, which he did. Or that he sacrificed her in order to do it in the same way, which he did. But she still realizes that he might be gone. And so there's this, a missed opportunity, a loss. And my boyfriend is a pilot is the song that she sings. Masterful. Masterful. we go far, far away. And indeed, we'll miss her debut. We flash through all these moments, and they go from moments of the past to moments in between that we haven't seen yet, to moments that, honestly, like, I'll give you a private concert sometime. Dude! Jump! While jumping good. Private concert. It's not even a euphemism, man. It's not even, like, not even difficult. Come on. Come on. Sure seem busy. Can you get away? No, that's my debut. But even with as busy as she is making time to talk to him and to speak to him. And it's doubtful she's talking to any other soldiers, probably. But she's just excitedly pursuing her dreams and goals. There's nothing wrong with that, but it still hurts. And it hurts more when we make promises that suddenly we're not going to be able to keep, as he says. And with that in mind, we warp in and discover, with the music to back it, awesome. Awesome. It's not even that crazy, right? It's just ships and ships. Whoa, scale. Whoa, stuff. What is that? It's a flood is what it is. Oh my god, a giant station. This is so fucking cool. Max's whole thing, that is a toilet, right? It has to be. Max's whole, yeah, okay, it's a big toilet. Okay. Max's whole journey is amazing. This guy zipping around the ship is awesome. I love that we get to meet Gross Palpatine, and then we get to sit around all the little tinies and ask them questions that don't make any fucking sense at all. It's awesome. It's awesome. The disconnect between these two groups is complete and makes all the sense in the world. They're also awful. They vaporize planets, all these things, force them to kiss. Ew. But we discover that we have a weapon that they don't understand. Proto-culture, no civilians, women separate, and any fleet that touches them, that comes in contact with them, becomes unable to fight. So, I gotta ask, Zentrati, do you remember love? Because your souls seem to, or your bodies do. Wow. So, through some backflippy, gymnasticy writing, we've established that humanity's greatest strength is not our resilience, or our adaptability, or our weaponry, or our technology. It is our connection, our ability to understand each other, and our love itself. And because we take it oh so seriously for granted, we have to shine a light like this on it to make us realize what it would be like without. What a cool twist. What a cool twist. We're in a different world now. What an exciting pair of episodes. I'll wrap here. Thanks so much for watching Macross with me. We got a double. Ah! What a weird cliffhanger. What an insane set of circumstances. What a total left turn. How very, very cool. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time for more Macross. Peace.